What's up, my awesome Ptolus people? I actually have two maps to show you. So obviously the first and biggest one is the massive vinyl map that I have behind me. This was made by a local print shop in my town called Minuteman Press. I'm told that Monty Cook doesn't make these anymore, but there's been a lot of discussion on the Ptolus Discord about where you can still have them printed. It cost me a little over $100, and you can barely see, but up here at the top, what I had them do was I had them add a white strip, and then they put grommets in there, and that's allowed me to hang this. And again, you can't see it, that's by design. There is a wire on from the left to the right of my office back there that holds it up, and so the idea there is I can actually like push it out of the way, kind of like a shower curtain, whenever I'm having a video meeting with somebody that I don't want them to see how massive of a nerd I am, that I have a YouTube channel dedicated to talking about D&D. But just to show you how big this thing is, it is over 6 feet wide, and it's over 4 feet tall, and it is just awesome. I've wanted one of these for years. I started a Ptolus campaign in 2017, and so it's been that long that I've been wanting one, so I finally have one. I'm super excited. Hopefully it'll make a good background for you guys as you're watching my videos. I don't know, maybe some point I can like zoom in on it or something and show you extra pieces. I'm probably going to have to do like a dowel rod across the top, even with the extra grommets, because there's a grommet like every 12 inches. It's still kind of rippling on me a little bit, and that's also causing a bit of a light glare issue that you're seeing right here. And so I'm probably going to put like a dowel rod in behind there and zip tie to that so that it'll hold it, but then I can just cut the zip ties and push it out of the way anytime I have an extra meeting. So this is map number 1. Now let's switch to map number 2, and I will show you the Ptolus website. It doesn't immediately look like there's a whole lot different on here, but this is a completely updated software map, basically. And so this will also work on mobile. It's supposed to be a lot more mobile friendly with this update. You'll notice the things are just a little different on the left-hand side here. This is the same functionality, and I'm starting to add some extra stuff too. For example, if you wanted to see all the watch houses, you can click this, and I've only got 4 of them selected. There's more than this, but I'm working on that. And so if you wanted to see just certain things, so like I only want to see what's at the docks, then you can see just those pins and see them down here. You can still search, so if you don't know where the ghostly minstrel is, you can type that in and it will limit it down to just that one pin. If you click on it, it zooms in for you. And so those features are there. I am trying to figure out a way to add extra stuff on here. Like the watch houses I thought was kind of cool, but you know, it'd be really nice if you could also select like restaurants and pubs or stores and things like that over here. The only thing I'm worried about is just having there being, you know, way too many buttons on this side where it becomes almost unusable. Unfortunately, they don't let me group them with this, the way the plugin is right now. So I'd love it if it was like locations and then, you know, extra things down there, which would be even cooler if you could, because you can layer these. So for example, if you wanted to see everything in Midtown and the North Market, you can have 2 of them selected. You see how it tells you? That's probably too small for you to see, but there's a little 2 up there saying you have 2 things selected. And so it'd be kind of cool if you could say, show me all the restaurants in Midtown, and then it shows you all the pins. So that's something I'm going to be working on. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. Again, I could add just a bunch extra of these things, but I feel like it's going to become unusable to you if there's 50 of these over here and you basically can't find anything in the map. It works better on mobile, as I just showed you that screen. So if you go to the Ptolus homepage, it's still going to show you the graphic here so that you have to go to load the interactive map. That's just to make sure that the website's as fast as possible and is easily accessible to anybody on a mobile device. If you didn't know this before, there actually is a full screen option. So if you click this button, you can make it take up the entire screen of your computer. So like for me, if you've got a widescreen monitor, then it makes it really easy. You can zoom in a little bit bigger, all the distractions are out of the way and things like that. And then you can shrink it back down to regular size. Obviously you can pinch and zoom and do all the searching stuff. You'll also notice that I have some homebrew content on there. So like this is actually just a custom little island that I did. So if you see these gray dots, you will see that those are homebrew items. And then over here, I also have that as an option. So if you click on homebrew, then you can see the homebrew stuff that I have. So Black Lantern Orphanage, that's actually part of my Ugly Ink campaign. Anasadora's Elements is an extra little thing that we had. And Mirage Toys is my DMPC. We've got All's Well Instruction was something that one of my people made. This is a new one that was just added. So Sagarinti's Horde If you recognize that, it is because you have played through one of the Ptolus adventures, and this is actually now a shop that was built on, no spoilers, an adventure location. And so my PCs actually built this. So from the calling campaign, Vo and Talon. So you'll have to go check that out. We've got some really cool artwork. I had one of our wonderful Discord people actually create a series of maps for this based on a piece of artwork. So here's kind of the exterior, and then check out these awesome maps that were made for the insides. So again, special shout out to Chamdar for making these for me. And then this should also look familiar to anybody that has run Ptolus Adventures. So this was an adventure location. It's highly modified now because they took out all of the former residents content and they made it their own into their own little area. And it's actually beneath this Sagarantis horde. So this is just a cool little thing. I'm constantly adding new stuff to the homebrew locations and things like that. And I'm constantly also making modifications to the Iron Mage ChatGPT chatbot. So I'm just constantly trying to make, new features and stuff like that for you folks to benefit from that. Again, I ask that people be a $5 a month patron, and that's just because I'm having to pay OpenAI to use their API, so many letters, to be able to actually make all that functionality work. Some folks have asked this in the Discord, and so I'd like to address this here just really quick. You can actually tell the Iron Mage chatbot which version of D&D you're running and request that it give you information from that version. So if you tell the chatbot, I only want you to give me 5th edition D&D information, that's what it's going to do. The chatbot has access to the 3.5, the 5e, and the Cypher System books. That also includes all the adventure modules that came with the Ptolus book. So whenever you bought the original, you got a handful of adventures that came with it. Whenever you bought the new one, if you did with the 5th edition, there were new adventure modules that they released. Those are available through that chatbot. If you don't see the chatbot on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, which is right down here, the reason you don't see that is because you have to be proved to be a patron, and B, you have to have proved that you have ownership of the book. So if you have access to the website currently where you can see the whole website, then you're not seeing this icon. It's because I have not marked you as a patron. It's not an automated process yet where you sign up for a patron membership and you automatically get it turned on. I have to turn that on currently. I'm working on making that a little bit faster, but normally I do it within minutes. If I see somebody sign up as a patron, I immediately try to find whatever their email address is, go in and add that and turn it on, and then message you to let you know. If you have signed up and you haven't given access, if you have ever given me $1 of anything on Patreon or any other kind of support, please let me know and I'll be happy to turn this on for you because it's a wonderful way. I want to say thank you so much for all of the support. It allows me to do stuff like this map. It allows me to do stuff like roll out these new features on the website. And so hopefully this just stays useful for everybody and hopefully it blesses your campaigns and makes your lives easier as narrators. So until next time, stay out of the shadow of the Spire, enjoy both of the new maps, and hopefully you'll be seeing this one in a lot more videos to come. Have a good day.